on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Demon Deacons will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our...
Turning it on! He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure coming. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play out of the backfield.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On 2nd down, read option to the right. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Demon Deacons offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Wants to fire on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Look out, he's got room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Wants to go up top. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Flips it out on the screen. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, third down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play and get the first down.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Snagged out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 28.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. He's inside the... Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
NC State, 14. Wake Forest, 0.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gage. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one.
Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll start this drive going to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. The give on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Finds a man on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They'll run this play from the pistol. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Took a shot as he threw. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And he makes the grab as the officials immediately signal that he's out of. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab near the marker. It's Lay. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Immediately fires to the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Oh, they're after him. Across the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Tucker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. NC State going up tempo. Gives it on the option. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass. Second of the season. This guy... job seeing the quarterback.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your...
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, NC State! And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.